Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how we doing? How is everybody? Thank you so much, Miss Desi, for becoming a member.
Now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you so very much for your support. How you doing? Mr. Frederick said, I'm here for the madness. So I saw this and I immediately thought back to a series that I started a long time ago. And it was kind of loosely a series. The Gynocracy Has No Class. And this is yet another example of gynocratic females not having any class. It's a double entendre because they don't have any class. Gynocentric females don't have any class, but also there is no difference in class. Meaning it doesn't matter what tax bracket they are in or what class they are in. Upper class, supposed to be upper echelon. The gynocracy operates the same, whether she's in the hood in the projects or she's in a mansion in the hills. If she's a gynocrat, she's gonna think the same way, that the thinking is the same. So when I say the gynocracy has no class, I mean that both ways. So recently, Gail King there's a snippet of an interview that is going around that she did with Eric Benet, I believe. Lenny Kravitz, I'm sorry, not Eric Benet. For some reason I get them mixed up, but whatever. This is a snippet of an interview that she had with Lenny Kravitz. And I just want y'all to hear the foolishness. For whatever reason, hyenas think that showing their back feet every once in a while is cute. It's never cute. A hyena's back feet they never cute. They ugly. That's why I single out they back feet. If you've ever looked at the rear quarters of a hyena, they're funny looking. Like their rear paws and like the shape of the whole back half of their body is like it's sloped down. The paws are funny. Like it's weird. So they're never cute. But I just want y'all to listen to it. I might run it back a couple of times.
Other in your life? And can I beat her ass if she is? Oops, did I say that out loud? No. Do you have and I'm non-violent, Lenny Kravitz, but do you have a partner? Do you have love
right
in your
now?
life?
I'm just open.
Are you even looking?
It's hard not to look. You know, when you desire something, you know, you're looking for it, right? But I find that when you don't look is when you find it. And I'm at a place where I've said this for several years. I'm ready. I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, right?
But now are you ready?
I can say that I've never felt how I feel now.
Do you have a significant other in your life? And can I beat her ass if she is? Oops, did I say that out loud? No. Do you have and I'm nonviolent, Lenny Kravitz, but do you have a partner? Do you have love in
right
your
now?
life?
I'm just open.
Are you even looking?
It's hard not to look. You know, when you desire something, you know, you're looking for it, right? But I find that when you don't look is when you find it. And I'm at a place where I've said this for several years. I'm ready. I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, right?
But now are you ready?
I can say that I've never felt how I feel now.
Do you have a
What kind of question is that to ask from a woman that's kicking 70 in the pants? Huh? She'd be 70 like at the end of the year. What is you talking about, Gail? First of all, anytime you know you the problem. When Oprah been trying to put Gail on since the 90s and it still ain't caught. Oprah, a whole billionaire, with all of that media influence that she wielded for so long. And I don't like Oprah. I don't like Oprah Winfrey. Y'all know how I feel about Oprah. But if Oprah put you on, you be on when Oprah put you on. Oprah have put on a lot of people. Like I said, when she was running the Oprah show and stuff like that, and they would do Oprah's favorite things, and she would list off 10 things or so. You know, it could be items, it could be websites, it could be services, it could be whatever it could be. Businesses would boom. Okay. Simply because Oprah would mention them and feature them, like on her show and stuff like that. So when Oprah puts you on, you be on when Oprah puts you on. She put on Dr. Phil, she put on Dr. Drew, she put on Dr. What was that other name? Other guy? Dr. Oz. Now, you know, it's that the character of the people that I just named are all questionable, but that's not my point. Iyanla got put on with Oprah. So when Oprah put you on, you be on. When Oprah go ahead put you on. How you ain't never been on? Oprah been trying to put you on for decades now. And it don't take because how is it that you managing to be more unlikable than Oprah? How you manage to be more like off-putting than Oprah? But you are. Because for all of Oprah's shenanigans, both real and speculative, she know how to conduct herself in front of that camera. Now, that's one thing now. Oprah has a carefully crafted, she know how to say what she's saying in front of that camera and not be crass and not just be uncouth and just like what we talking about? Why she say that? Oprah took a lot of heed to branding and how to brand and market herself and how to present herself publicly. Very carefully crafted to try to present herself as a humanitarian and a philanthropist, to try to present herself as somebody that really cared about women and really cared about families and really cared about communities and things of that nature. She put her best foot forward with that. Now, it crumbled over the years as certain things came out about her, and it was like, okay, that don't look good. So, but all I'm saying is, I have never heard Okra do that. And Okra has done the sister girl every once and again. You understand what I'm saying? Okra has done that. She has done the I'm black too. You know what I'm saying? I have not forgotten that I'm a black girl too. She's had those moments. But she managed to keep it cute. She managed to keep it Gail is done got beside herself because she done did that little ancient swimsuit modeling. They got her modeling swimsuits that they've collected in from the Smithsonian museum that has been in a collection from ancient Kemet, but they used to lounge on the beaches of the Nile, and they got her to model them. So that done got her head big. She modeling off these ancient Sumerian swimsuit looks. They got out here modeling off these ancient Mesopotamian swimsuit looks. Now she thinks she's sexy. Now she thinks she can shoot a ratchet shot at somebody like Lenny Kravitz. And shot a ratchet shot too. Do you have anybody in her life, and can I beat her butt if you do? You too old, Gail. You too old. You're in a big age. You're at a big age. And you're not a good looking woman. Gail is not pretty. Okay. She don't even have the pizzazz. You understand what I'm saying? She don't even really get the pizzazz. Angela, let me prove something to you. Angela Bassett is only about 4 or 5 years younger than her. Gail King and Angela Bassett are only about 4 or 5 years apart in age. They are from the same era. You understand me? They would be like young boomers. They're young boomers. They're the younger of the boomers. Y'all know how Angela Bassett looked. That's an old lady that you don't think of as an old lady. When you see Angela, you be surprised that she's in her mid-60s. Angela looked good. You understand what I'm saying? At 65, Angela looked like she's still throwing it back too. Because she stay in the gym, she stay fit. Angela's still sexy. You understand what I'm saying? As an older lady, Angela is still sexy. She can get now. She can get out there and sport a swimsuit, and it won't be a swimsuit that they used to rock on the beaches of the Euphrates. Okay, it'll be a modern swimsuit that they rock here in America in 2024, and she'll look good in it. She'll put some young women to shame. You understand what I'm saying? Even Tracy Ellis Ross. Now she's about 15 years or so younger than, well, more than that with Gayle, but she's an older lady. My point is an older lady, a mature woman that still got her body. So Gayle, 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 huh? Gayle. You don't look that good, Gayle. You just not fat. She just not fat. You understand? She just not a fat woman. But you're every bit of that big age you is. So it done went to her head, this little swimsuit. I got a lot to say about it, but I'm letting things marinate. The reason I'm letting it marinate is because I need y'all to actually understand that there is no difference. A lot of times, Black women want us to differentiate them and to respect them and regard them differently based on their accomplishments professionally. Do we understand that? Black women would like to be differentiated away from the so-called low-class Black women, the so-called hood Black women, the so-called ghetto Black women. They would like to be differentiated based on their accomplishments, based on whether or not they achieve a certain amount of professional success. Okay? But the reality is that you can't differentiate them. They are not different. They are not different. They the same hyena in different circumstances. They're the same hyena in different circumstances. One or two may have more money, She might be able to drive a car, or she might be able to live in a certain neighborhood or buy a certain home or have a certain amount of affluence. But it has nothing to do with what kind of woman she is. And unfortunately, too many Black women have the same mind, whether she's young, whether she's old, whether she is rich or poor, whether she's somewhere in the working class middle, whether she live in the projects on welfare, or whether she's made a good living for herself and a decent income, things of that nature. It doesn't matter. This is why I'm saying the gynocracy has no class. I'm also saying she's proven why men don't want her. Gayle has not been married in a very long time. She was married a long time ago, and she was not married after that. And you be the problem. You be the problem. Because to even be at this big age and shoot a shot as crassly as she did at Lenny Kravitz is cringeworthy. You can shoot your shot. I'm all about shooting your shot. But why you can't have no class when you do it? Why aren't you able to do so in a dignified, cute manner, in a feminine manner? Can I beat? Girl, you about 70 years old. A younger woman blow on you and you done for. You shouldn't even play like that's a part of the repertoire. And you be talking crazy a lot. Like Gayle talked crazy a lot. The last time she talked real crazy that I can recall was when Kobe Bryant died. And then she started bringing up all them allegations. And remember when Snoop Dogg went in, and then he ended up apologizing. But remember when he went in? Let me share some things. We're supposed to differentiate her. Let's take a look. She was born on December 28, 1954. Okay. She's a broadcast journalist, blah, blah, blah. Okay. She was born in Maryland, they say. From the ages of 6 to 11, lived in Turkey, where her father was deployed. Apparently, he was in the military. Okay. Career. Let's go to career. King began her career as a production assistant. Let me make this a little bit bigger. King began her career as a production assistant at WJZ TV in Baltimore, where she met Okra, an anchor for the station at the time. King later trained as a reporter at WUSA in Washington, D.C. After working there, she moved to Kansas City, Missouri, where she was a weekend anchor and a general assignment reporter. In 1981, she was hired as a new anchor for another station in Hartford, Connecticut, where she worked for 18 years. Part of that time, she lived in Glastonbury, Connecticut. So in 81, you met Okra in the 80s, talk shows. She worked as a special correspondent for Okra in 91. So in 91, when Okra got her, big breaks and stuff. This is in the early 90s and stuff. This is the height of Okra. All right. the height of Oprah, 80s, 90s, right? By 91, Oprah is a household name. Okay. So since 91, Oprah been trying to put you on and you still ain't took. She briefly co-hosted an NBC daytime talk show with Robin Wagner called Cover to Cover, which was canceled after 13 weeks. In 97, she was offered her own syndicated talk show, which was canceled after one season due to low ratings. You could not do what Oprah could do. I'm sorry. And I don't like Oprah. But Oprah had a presence. Sometimes it just be people's lane. That was just her lane. People and the general public took to Oprah for a long time. I want y'all to understand, for a long time. See, we dislike Oprah now, but for a very long time, the world loved her. Oprah was beloved. You understand me? Especially by white women. Oprah was beloved. There was a time when she could do no wrong. There was a time when anything that Oprah touched was gold. She had the Midas touch. There was a time. I need y'all to understand the media power that Oprah held for a long time. She gonna go down in history as one of the legendary, media personalities and talk show hosts. Her show was legendary. It ran for years and years, the Oprah Show. A lot of iconic moments happened on that show. It's gonna go down in history. It already has. So regardless of how we are able to peek behind the curtain and understand the impact negatively that a lot of her rhetoric that was presented on her platform and that she supported impacted negatively the Black men, specifically Black families by extension. We can do that now, but at that time, there was a time when Oprah could do no wrong in the eyes of the public. So your show got canceled due to because then nobody want to see you. And it wasn't even about looks, because Oprah has long been insecure about how she looked. And Oprah didn't make it because she was fine and a pretty face and people wanted to look at her. She had money help Oprah. Money helped Oprah. So her looks and her sex appeal, that was actually never on the table for her. So it was just the way she presented her personality. Brandon was on point. The branding was on point. But Gayle couldn't pull that off. Because don't nobody like Gayle. She rubs you the wrong way. That's the problem. She got a smart mouth that she can't hide. She got a smart mouth that she can't hide. She's got an indecent way that she carries herself, an unprofessional air about her that other parts of her personality can't cover. She doesn't have a good personality. It's not bubbly. It's not light. It's not relatable. It's not likable. Anytime Whoopi Goldberg has a better presence, and a lot of people don't like Whoopi. They don't agree with her stances. They don't like how she says stuff. And Whoopi is crass. But at least Whoopi has established herself in sort of a way. She started out a comedian, then an actress, and she was successful at those things. So you kind of come to expect a certain kind of way Whoopi gonna talk anyway, And then she done got old. So you know how old people is. They just say what they want to say, whether you like it or not. Not consumer cellular. Not the AARP plan. I see y'all clowning in this chat. I'm actually trying to ignore you. On January 3rd, 2011, King began hosting a new show, the Gail King Show on OWN. So Oprah, once again, trying to put you on, because the other one was on XM, satellite radio, done for. That was in 2006. In 2011, Oprah said, I got my own network, we'll put you on my network. It ended that same year. Because don't nobody want to see you, Otis. As a result of King going to CBS, as a result of King going to CBS to co-anchor CBS This Morning alongside Charlie Rose and a series of third co-anchor, including for a time Norah O'Donnell. The show succeeded in ratings. That's because other people was a part of it. King and Rose are noted as having good on-air chemistry. The two became friends as well, remained friends even after Rose exited from CBS due to sexual misconduct allegations. That was interesting. So now, in 2018, I'm skipping some things. In 2018, King was inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. She was also chosen as one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people. That had to be some type of... somebody pulled some strings. Oprah pulled some strings on that. Because you in the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame for what? What was it that notably that you did? How did you change the face of broadcasting and media and networking as Gail King? I'm confused. You in the Hall of Fame for what? Oprah, I can understand being in like the broadcast. I get Oprah. I get if Oprah's in there, I get that. You can feel however you want to feel about her, but Oprah like changed the face of talk shows and like she did. Is what it is. But Gail, that's interesting. Okay. In 2020, shortly after the death of Kobe, she received social media criticism for an interview with Lisa Leslie in which she brought up the sexual allegations that Bryant had in 2003. She was married to Bill Bumpus, which was is a black guy, from 82 to 93. So about 11 years. She was married to, and he was an attorney and an assistant attorney general in Connecticut. They have a daughter, Kirby, and a son, William Bumpus Jr. You done showed up in all of these various different television appearances. You've shown up in these little cameos of these shows: Billions, The Game, Queen and Slim, Queen Sugar, The Boss, SNL, Being Mary Jane, 30 Rock, The Manchurian Candidate, and The Color Purple. I'm gonna stop sharing. We're going to go to a commercial break and then we're going to really cook this. After these messages, we'll be right back. Because I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com and get the best body butter on the market. Summertime is here, springtime is here, and everybody is gonna have feet out and elbows out and sundresses and tank tops, and we all gotta have our skin glowing and looking wonderful and looking its best. And if you want to do that, the best thing that you can do is hit the link at the top of the chat for ashkicking.com. This is actually a really, really, really excellent body butter. And I say that because one of the things that I really like about it, and I've said it before, especially with the warmer weather coming up, it soaks into your skin very quickly. It doesn't sit on top in order to kind of cook you in the sun with all of the butters. It absorbs very quickly, pretty much as soon as you put it on, and it leaves your skin moisturized all day. So if you want to experience the best body butter that you're going to buy, period, click the link at the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Also, take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout if that's going to be your first order. I don't know how many likes I need, but I owe you a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button, bam, bam. You got to go ahead. Hit the like button. Let me see. We got some contributions. Thank you, Ty. Say, Gail, boop, knock it off. Exactly. Thank you, sis. Bashua said, Gail is a little older than my mom and needs to take several seats. She's smelling herself since she's been in Sports Illustrated swimsuit. And you know, Sports Illustrated, y'all getting on my nerve too, because then y'all used to be sort of dedicated to the female athletes that usually don't show up in a feminine way just because of the sports that they may participate in, and so you want to show off like the female athlete body. Like, wasn't that what Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was about? I thought that's what it was about. Anyway, thank you, Mogul. So Lenny Kravitz probably cringing in his seat when she said that Gail is less polished and has a more harsh personality. Exactly. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Antonio. Say, Kendra, my fellow Illinoisan, we need a What You Gonna Do, Brother WWF reference soon. Been too long, my friend. Thank you, Michael. Say, Angela Bassett is a lioness and she exudes it. She may be around Oprah and other celebrities on huge platforms, but she don't really fool with them like that. She's about her husband and their kids. Thank you, Tech and Peck. Say, Gail got prohibition era. Y'all silly. Thank you, Classy. Say, have you seen Vivica Fox now seeking a man as long as he don't as he's not intimidated and lets her shop and travel? These are her words heading to the age of 60. Like, thank you, D-Rock, for your super sticker. Thank you, Jamil. Say, I thought that was Gail King playing the voice of Shiva on Mortal Kombat. Thank you, Common Man. Said, no, Crimson Cure, Okra was picked because white America needed a mammy type, and Okra fit the script for the time. Okra came from being a news anchor, believe it or not. Yeah, I know that she was a news anchor, but even when you get a push, the industry you have to make that work. So even if you are chosen to be the face of something or even an agenda, even, you know what I mean? Like, it's got to work with you because they've been trying to push Gail and it don't work with her. So it don't work with everybody. See what I'm saying? So Oprah still had what it took to actually have the push be successful. And she made herself some money and she made the networks money. And that's all they cared about. Lenny Kravitz, like Mogul May said, he cringed in his seat. He was like, wow. Like, don't talk like that to me. What make her think that man want a woman and talk like that to him? Because what if he did have a woman that he was taking seriously? You quote unquote playing like you gonna beat her up? For real? Now, what if he had said, yeah, she right over there? Then you would have been looking stupid. You'd have been looking like an idiot at that point. Always putting her foot in her mouth and then trying to giggle and act like it's cute. It's not cute. Nothing cute about that. Here's the thing. When I say the gynocracy has no class, she not no better than a sexy red. She not. She not. She not no better than a Meg. She not no better. She not no better than them. Because I guarantee you, if Gail was young, if Gail was a young woman in this era, you would be able to stop the level of ratchetry that she would show you on social media. Because I don't know who told her she was fine, but she sure got a little chip on her shoulder. If Gail was a young woman in 2024, if Gail was in her 20s right now in this climate, she would be on the red carpet trying to be in on everybody's arm. She would have a roster of people that she was trying to get with. The only reason she can't really pull that out her bag because she too old and ain't nobody going for it. Lenny Kravitz don't want nothing to do with her. He don't want nothing to do with her. Lenny's still of the age where he can get a bad one because Lenny don't look bad. Lenny don't not no bad looking man. So he can still get one fine. And she don't even got to be super young, but she could be fine though. So he looked like the type of man that want a fine one on his arm anyway. How old Lenny is? Let me see. Let me do a little. He's 60. So he in her era. He in her era as well. But this how Lenny look. This how Lenny look with his shirt off. This how Lenny look with his shirt off. He don't want her. Lenny Kravitz do not want her. You understand that? Lenny Kravitz do not want her. He's still at 60. He is still, you see what I'm saying? He ain't fat and nasty looking or nothing like that. He can get a woman, even if she in her 40s. He ain't even got to go to 20s and 30s, but I'm pretty sure he can pull one, right? But even if he got like a 40-year-old woman, they can look good too. All she got to be is pretty and in shape. That's all he got to do. And he want a woman. Come on. He don't want Gail. Gail King has a net worth of about 500. What did it say? Her net worth is about $50 million. She got about a $50 million net worth. And this is the foolishness that come out your mouth. how clueless a lot of these older single Black women are too. You can tell why she been single this whole time. And it ain't cause she been with Oprah. Cause maybe yes, maybe no with the Oprah thing, but Gayle like men. You can't tell me she don't. That has always struck me. Gayle like men. I don't know. You know, it's been said a long time, rumored a long time that her and Oprah has had something romantic. That's always been in a room, in the rumor mill. But Gayle like men. I don't know what Oprah like, but Gayle like men. She likes men. And she want one. But she ain't got what it takes to get one. Like so many other Black women, she thought that her accolades and her professional and her any type of success in her profession or any type of rise in her monetary status and her financial status and getting in a higher tax bracket that puts her in the same room with the type of men that she would want automatically qualify her for those men. And she does not. It don't. I don't know why. I don't know when Black women are going to figure that out. Just because you get into a profession and that profession affords you the financial standing to rub shoulders and enter into the same spaces that the so-called high value man is in, does not necessarily qualify you for that man. This is the same lesson that Ebony K don't want to face. And Ebony K look way better than Gail King. She younger than her, and she look better than her. Ebony fails to understand it as well, that her professional successes, her financial successes, where she's been able to go professionally, put her in the same room with the men that she wants, but it don't qualify her for the men. That's the killer for a lot of these women. They don't understand, how is it that I'm able to maneuver around all these men? And I'm not talking about just celebrities, but just these high-powered men, the guys behind the scenes, the guys in the executive offices, those men, the men you don't know their name and you don't know what they do. Constantly rubbing shoulders with those men. Constantly unable to secure them or qualify them or get those men to take serious interest in them. And they not the problem. How long you been divorced from that man? You was young when you got divorced from him. That was 93. You was young enough to get a man. Quiet as it's kept, her age ain't what's stopping her from getting this man. Her age don't stop her from getting no man. Because if in a parallel universe, Angela Bassett somehow became single, she'd get a husband like that at 65. Do we understand that? It's not her age. Because if in a pair, and I'm saying that because, you know, you don't want to wish nothing on nobody. But in a parallel universe, if something was to happen and Angela Bassett was suddenly single, she'd get a husband immediately. All that man, and a man would wait on her to go through her grieving process and all of that. You understand? And he would be right there to pick up the pieces, baby. And would love every minute of it, baby. He would wait on her. Because not only is she a lioness, she's fine. Her age would not stop her. So if age don't stop her, it ain't stopping Gayle. Age ain't stopping Ebony K. See, that wall factor only count because of the mentality. Felicia Rashad, another one. If something was to happen and she ain't had no husband, they marrying Felicia. She ain't gonna be single. The lionesses is gonna get snatched up. I don't care how old she is. Is she maintaining being a lioness? Lionesses, see, the wall don't matter to a lioness. Y'all see, this the game that don't nobody want to tell you. The wall only happen for hyenas. The wall don't happen for lionesses. Lionesses, we don't run into a wall. The reason we don't run into a wall is because we was never conducting our romantic relationships on the basis of transactions. We was never basing it on only our sex appeal, where we had nothing else to offer in a relationship with a man. So we relied too heavily on our sexual, energy in order to procure men and attract men. Lionesses do not rely solely upon that. We have it. We have our sexual energy. We be fine. We be sexy. I don't like that narrative that lionesses and good women is not fine. Because yes, we is. That's a lie from the pit of hell. We is fine. I know plenty of beautiful lionesses, gorgeous ones, but they lionesses. They just ain't out there acting a fool. That's all. We literally wake up like this. Like you can get us on a fresh face. Like I come fresh face all the time. I don't have foundation or nothing on. The most I have is some lipstick or some lip gloss out. So because lionesses don't rely on just our sexual energy, just our sexual value, because we don't have other value, that's why we don't hit the wall. That's why we don't hit the wall. We don't hit that wall because we was never in the transaction. We always had value as women. So that's what we actually barter with. We barter with the value of, and since female value don't run out, it don't get old, we don't hit the wall. Men don't never get tired of that. What lion get tired of the lion that's hunting? He don't. He don't. He either gotta die defending that pride, or she die on that hunt, because he not gonna get tired of it. Femininity don't run out. Female value don't run out. These things that make us better women, those things, our value as women don't run out. If we got high personal market value, if we have high belonging market value, if we have high friendship market value, if we have high sexual market value, and we have high marriage market value, that don't run out. We in that run out. How that run out? How that run out? That don't do nothing actually but improve. And your husband don't get tired of that. He don't get tired of you bringing your femininity to him repeatedly, consistently. He don't get tired of that. Now we gonna get on his nerve, but he don't get tired of it. Yeah. We gonna get on his nerves sometimes just because that's what it is, but he ain't gonna get tired of the femininity. He not gonna get tired of a lioness being no lioness. Thank you. Being a lioness is a skill set. Who becomes an expert at something and then the expertise is suddenly not an expertise? Right. Felicia's still pretty, even at her age. She is. Even if Felicia do something I don't like in public, or she presents a viewpoint I don't agree with, I'm cool with Felicia only because she did not cave when everybody was coming for Bill. She didn't cave. And she paid a price for it. They removed her as the dean and all that kind, because she was like, I'm not throwing him under the bus for y'all. Y'all are not going to be able to come to me to get me to throw a black man that I worked with for so many years and have known for so long and has been my friend. You are not going to get me to throw that man under the bus for y'all in the front of y'all. You're not going to get me to do that. And she did. I am not going to provide y'all with a sound bite. I am not going to provide y'all with the ammo because I'm too credible of a source. So if I say something disparaging about him, that's going to go viral and everybody, I can seal that man's fate with a simple, even a tacit yes, or yeah, he did that, or even if I'm ambiguous about it, that's going to be taken as me saying that he's always been guilty of this, that, and the third. I'm not going to give y'all the satisfaction for that. No, matter of fact, that's not the person that I have ever known. I have never known him to be a predator of any kind. That's what I'm going to give you. Run tell that. And she didn't retract that. And she didn't tap dance on it. It was what it was. They call herself, they gonna remove her from being the dean and she, hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I'm still not gonna do. You can circle back around. I'm not doing that. So whatever shortcoming she got, that wasn't one of them. So for that, she got my respect. She got my respect. She didn't sell him out down the river. She could have, and she very easily could have. When the hyena clan tried to hit her with the backlash, well, we gonna take something from you if you don't side with us. Okay. Here's my resignation. And she went on by her big head with that. Leave me alone. And don't ask me nothing else. The sisterhood has come for her a couple of times. I've watched it. The sisterhood has come for Felicia a couple of times. And she done turned around and bit him. Leave me alone. Let me get to some of these super chats. Thank you, Black Goku. So I'm glad the Sexy Red and wrestling reference came up because unfortunate news that she is going to be in WWE next tomorrow night. You know, they'll have anybody for a gimmick. Thank you, Too Tall, for a super sticker. Thank you, Comment said Felicia Rashad was having problems. We'd have a whole country of black men who will have her back. Thank you. William said William has been a member for a month. Awesome. Thank you, Ramel, for your contribution. I appreciate you. And thank you, DeAndre, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Hey, Kashinsi, how you doing? How you doing? For those of you who would like to become members of the channel, somebody put the membership link in the chat. It's also in the description because for whatever reason, YouTube does not present the join button for content creators for you to join their channel from the app. And I just find that to be a tremendous oversight because most people are watching YouTube from a mobile device. And for them to not have the join button prominently displayed, and I've visited other channels just to see if I was tripping, and I'm not. It's not just my channel. And I went to other channels because it's like maybe it's not showing me because it's my channel. But when I went to other people's pages and to see that there is no join button, that is prominently displayed on the YouTube app, come on, YouTube. What is y'all doing on this app? Y'all don't got the join button on the app? Are you kidding me? Y'all is like shutting people down with the membership situation because people just want to be able to click the join button when they go to somebody's page. Why we got to put it in the description box? And people don't like to do extra clicks to get stuff, even if it's simple. People don't like doing extra clicks because it's too much customer work. And they don't like that. The consumers don't like work. Consumers like stuff to be really super easy, maybe one click, maybe. But they want to be able to do it and be done with it. And for YouTube to not put the join button, such a huge thing on everybody's channel who has enabled memberships, that's a humongous oversight. That was a humongous oversight on YouTube's part. Come on. What is it? A bunch of cats running YouTube? What are y'all doing? Anyway, the membership button is now in the chat for those of you who would like to join the channel as members. We do have membership content, and there are going to be more perks as time go on because we're going to be hosting some meetups, and members are going to get the discounts first. So you definitely want to join the channel and get those membership perks as well. So the link is in the chat if you want to become a member. So listen, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.